Well, how are you all this morning? Welcome to Integrative Preparedness. Mass shootings across the United States. Got up, had my first cup of coffee, opened the news, and I read this. Going to read it to you, give my opinion on it. After this one, I'm going to make another one for just for Patreon about should you buy more guns and ammo. Okay, I'll read this. This is at a news break. And as always, when I put this on, it's off the Hill. It's from the Hill. And as always, when I put this over on the Patreon channel, I will put the link for this for anybody who would like to read it for themselves and or share it. Oh, that and I'll tell you this also. I keep getting people asking, can I share your videos? Yes, you can share all my videos, whether they're on YouTube or on Patreon. That's why I make them. I make my videos to teach, and the more people who can learn, the better. And I love the people who have joined me over on Patreon. I don't think that, you know, if you share one of my videos, I don't feel, and this is my personal, I don't feel as if you're stealing my work. You know, it's like if you lend one of my books, you know, to a friend. I mean, you know, maybe they'll buy one of their own, but the purpose is to get the information out there. Okay, here is the text of the article. It says at least a dozen people are dead. Did I read you the? Well, let me give credit here. It's by Lauren Sforza. I guess that's how you pronounce it. From the Hill, it says 12 dead, scores injured in Halloween weekend mass shootings. Now, I'm going to question here. Well, I'll get back to that, whether these are really mass shootings or not. At least a dozen people are dead and many more are injured after numerous mass shootings took place across the United States over the Halloween weekend. There were 13 mass shootings, defined as when at least 4 victims are injured or killed between Friday and Saturday, according to Gun Violence Archive. Okay, yeah, okay. I questioned that. I'll be real honest. First off, they keep reducing what a mass shooting is. A lot of these things have happened, you know. And when morons get together at a party or at a bar or at a club, something like these things happen. It's not hard to get 4 people injured in a shooting. Okay, so they describe mass shootings as anytime there's 4 victims are injured or killed. Okay, the shootings left at least 12 people dead and 79 people injured, according to the nonprofit organization. Nonprofit means liberal. They come just days after. I'm assuming. I don't know. I mean, I'm not familiar with the Gun Violence Archive. If any of you are and can tell me it's not liberal, feel free. I won't be offended. Let me know. They come just days after a gunman opened fire in Lewiston, Maine, killing 18 people and injuring another 13. In the days since, lawmakers and activists have reignited familiar calls for gun control, of course. The worst shooting of the weekend happened in Texarkana, Texas, leaving 3 people dead and 3 injured when gunfire broke out at a party Saturday night, according to police. Now, there is something interesting in this one. Apparently, it says, this all started when a fistfight broke out between 2 men at a party. Not unusual. Well, it's unusual in the life I live nowadays, but, you know, it's common in other areas. At some point during this fight, at least 2 men there pulled out rifles and started shooting. Okay, now that's where it gets interesting. When a fistfight breaks out into rifles, you see, we've skipped kind of an interim step that you usually find, and that's a handgun. I'm sure we won't, be surprised if we find that the rifles were the big bad ARs. Okay, 2 people were killed and another 15 were injured at a shooting early Sunday morning at a Halloween party in Tampa, Florida. Authorities say 1 suspect is in custody. There are 2 mass shootings in Chicago. There's mass shootings in Chicago every day. There are 2, and we all make fun of Chicago, right? You know, St. Louis and Kansas City are far more violent than Chicago as far as shootings, killings, whatever, per capita. But, Chicago is an easy target. There were 2 mass shootings in Chicago over the holiday weekend. According to the archive, at least 15 people were shot at a Halloween party Sunday, leaving 2 critically injured, according to police. The victims include 6 women and 9 men ranging in age from 26 to 53 years old. I'm not sure why the age range is important. I don't know. It's something that they use to fill up column inches. A separate shooting in Chicago left another 4 people dead on Saturday. 1 person was critically injured, and someone fired shots at a group from an unknown car. A shooting at a party in Indianapolis left 1 person, a female teenager, fatally shot, and 9 others injured. Injured ranged from 16 to 21 years old. Shooting in Dodge City, Kansas. Well, I mean, Dodge City, that's how it made its name, right? Left 2 men dead and 2 others injured after gunfire broke out at a bar. Suspect later apprehended in Oklahoma. Okay, well, obviously you can see that the problem here is not guns, it's Halloween parties, right? Okay, well, I don't need to be, flip about that, although I guess I did. These aren't mass shootings. Yeah, they reduce their definition of mass shooting so that they can, you know as well as I do. I'm not telling you anything that you don't know. They can use this politically. Mass shootings, guns, rifles, pistols, dead people, dead teenagers, all this kind of stuff. These aren't mass shootings as you would think of premeditated, either. I don't think I can use the T word, or they'll block this. I'm not sure. They're not. These aren't T attacks. You know what I mean? These are not active shooter. I'm going in to kill everybody I can. Before I off myself. This isn't a Lewiston. This isn't any of those kinds of things. This is the devolution of our society. This is an indication of how the fabric of a once great society has been ripped to shreds because of the collapse of families and common societal values and expectations. Not that violence didn't occur before. It did occasionally. It was not on the scale that it is nowadays. You get too many people growing up in families without fathers. You get too many people on drugs. You get too many people who have not been taught to control their emotions and their behaviors. We live in a society that now celebrates thug life and gang life and doing whatever you want, and bravado and big talk and tough talk and it's just and we have devalued life to the point to where it means nothing to too many people in our society. What does that mean? That means that our society is an extremely dangerous place, and it's dangerous everywhere. Big city, small town, rural, suburban. It can happen. As I always say, any place, anything, any place, anytime, to anyone. And as I said yesterday, it's up to you to be your defense. Okay, everybody is on the front line now. You are on the front line, whether it is from the incursion of those people coming across our borders, or whether it's just the morons, the homegrown morons who were never taught and never learned decent behavior. They are a danger. They're a cancer on our country. And I don't see any fix in it. I mean, I think it could be fixed, but I don't see it getting fixed. And until it gets fixed, which I don't think it ever will be, it's up to you. It's up to you. You have to be ready everywhere, anytime. And of course, the first thing is don't go to Halloween parties, right? No, I'm being funny, but the best best way not to get into trouble is don't be where trouble is. but that doesn't minimize what this shows about our society. Our society, I think, is beyond help. And it can be the Wild West out there. It's up to you to take care of yourself. Okay, I'm going to jump off now and make one for Patreon about should you buy more guns and ammo. If you're not with us on Patreon, join us. You'd like it. There is a lot over there that you don't get for on YouTube, and there's a reason that I don't put that stuff on YouTube. And the link is down below, as are the links to my books if you'd like to read those. But I'm kind of in a hurry, so I don't have time to make the commercial right now. Oh, maybe I'll just hold them up just for grins. The Stonemont series, available through Amazon or through our website, stonemont.us. If you haven't read them, you should. You'll love them, and you'll learn a lot. Remember that we prepare well today in order to live well tomorrow, and I'll probably talk to you tomorrow. Bye-bye.